These are just some short segments that we'll put on TikTok for reels and stuff. And by the end of the week, you'll be tired of me tagging you. You'll be like, Jesus, man.
No way.
I'll be tagging you like crazy. But first one is, what things do you enjoy doing outside of music?
I love to cook. I went to culinary school. And I really like to fly fish.
Really?
Uh-huh. And scrub my baseboards. Yeah.
So what are you fly fishing for? You like trout, stuff like that?
Yeah, I just went in Georgia and went on a fly fishing trip and just for the day and caught a bunch of trouts and browns and it was awesome. And then, but around here, it's like fly fishing for crappie and bass because
Yeah.
we don't have
I was
trout.
going to say, I was like, wait, Alabama doesn't have trout. Let me tell you a quick story about trout, right? So I'm from Massachusetts, and we don't have, like, trout creeks and stuff up there. At least I didn't
Yeah.
think we did, right? I was wrong. But I had a job where I was extremely lucky as a teenager where I could work and fish at the same time, right?
What?
Yeah, I did. So basically what it was is I hired people to go door to door selling newspapers. And so I would drop them off in neighborhoods for an hour or two at a time, and then while they were working, I was fishing.
That sounds like the dream.
It was a
honestly.
dream. But anyway, we were fishing. It was always bass and crappie and pickerel and catfish and things like that. And we were fishing in this little creek that we found, like this little brook. And I caught a trout. I had never seen a trout in my life. It was a rainbow.
What is this?
And I was freaking out. Yeah, this was pre-internet too, so it wasn't like I could just take a picture and know what it was, right?
That's
But,
crazy.
yeah, we caught 3 different kinds of trout. That was brown, brookies, and rainbows, and I had no
Yeah.
idea. I had to encyclopedia that shit when I got home.
That's awesome. You like run to the library.
Microfilm, right?
That's awesome.
All right, so next one's called Did You Know? Tell us something your fans may not know about you.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm pretty honest about everything. I guess I could do this weird thing with my head.
Oh, yeah?
Do you want to see it?
Sure. Let's see what Taylor can do with her head.
I think I have too much extra skin on my head that I could make it do this.
Okay. Well, at least we know she's not wearing a wig. Good stuff.
No, the other thing is that I went to culinary school. I don't think a whole lot of people know that.
Okay, so you could have gone there instead of I can do this thing with my head.
I don't know.
See?
Sorry.
That's called regrets. Let me ask you this: Mount Rushmore is this segment. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of current artists that you look up to?
Current artist?
Yep, top 4 artists that you look up to the most.
Charlie Starr. I guess Ricky Medlock because he's still kicking. He's still doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. This is hard. I think Wes Bayless from Stillwoods is up there too, and I gotta pick a girl. Stevie.
Okay, there you go. Man, Stevie is what you call like the benchmark interview, right? Like, oh my gosh, that would I would lose my mind. Like, I wouldn't even know what to ask her.
I wouldn't either. I'd just stare at her.
Yeah, same. She's just phenomenal. Yeah, great answer. All right, next one's called What the Heck? Uh, this is just 5 rapid fire questions. I have a list of 50 questions here. I'm just going to pull 5 from, just randomly.
Okay.
And you just tell me the first thing that hits the brain, okay?
Okay.
So no filter. Don't filter anything out.
All right.
All right, first one. I was going to say, what is your weirdest talent? But I just saw you do that with your head. So
Yeah.
All right, are you more of a hunter or a gatherer?
Probably Gatherer.
All right, I know you're married, but this is going to be pretty funny, I think. When dating someone new, what is your advice to people that are dating? What would you tell them is the appropriate amount of time before pooping in front of your new date?
Oh, like that day.
That day? First
Yeah.
date?
If they're not into that and they're scared of poop, then
Okay. All right.
everybody poops.
That's true. That's true. I had to tell my wife, I think it was like 6 or 7 years before she farted in front of me. And I was just like, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, what? No, get out of here with that. Like,
You're like, you've been doing that in your sleep this whole time.
right. Like, we all do that. Get out of here. All right, number 3. Why do you think McDonald's doesn't serve hot dogs?
I don't know. I've never thought about that.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very weird.
I don't. I feel like it should happen because like there's the marketing opportunities, right? Like McWiener. Like there's just like the like the playground opportunities with something like that. I don't know. All right, number 4. If one synchronized swimmer drowns, what do you think happens to the rest of them?
They all go down.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
They're
think
all linked, right?
I would think so. You'd think if they were good at their job, then if one of them drowned, they would have to all essentially go down with the ship.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get a rotten score, right?
Yeah. And that's what matters.
It is. Absolutely. All right, last one. We have to do one that's not funny. How about, all right, so number 5. Let's see. All right, here's one. If you could go back in time and witness any event in history, what would it be?
I would probably. I feel like there's a lot of things I should say, but the first thing that came to mind and the thing I would probably want to see the most was be there when they recorded the last waltz.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would love to see Van Morrison high kick and Muddy Waters and everybody else. I would have loved to have seen it because I've watched the movie 1,000 times.
Just the fly on the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
to
so
been at
many
that show.
situations I would love to be the fly on the wall for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a segment called Fly on the Wall. That would be cool.
That would be very cool.
You're giving me ideas. All right. All right, so here's the next segment. Who is one artist that you wish the entire world knew about?
I think Cassius, which I think he's doing pretty well, but Cassius is the one that I'm very much about right now. Him and Tanner Usry.
Yes, Tanner's amazing. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, great names. Okay, so what is on your wish list of things to do still?
Ooh. I really want to go explore outside of the United States. I haven't really done that a whole lot. Um, yeah, I think that's basically the only goal I really have. Oh, and I want to learn how to make my own bread. I didn't learn that in culinary school. I flunked out of that part. But that's the other part.
Campfire bread. Try campfire bread.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can make
Easier?
you can make it in your kitchen. It's not too bad.
Okay.
So
All
what
right.
you do, from what I understand, I watch a lot of those off the grid shows. So all you got to do is like just put like some yeast and some dough into a bag, like a Ziploc baggie, and just let it sit overnight, and the yeast will rise, and then you can just throw it on a skillet and fry it like normal, like anything.
I think I saw there's like these people called Outdoor Boys or something
Yep.
on YouTube, and I think that's where I saw it. I think the boys are in there watching Outdoor Boys right now.
I love Outdoor Boys. I'm sad they
Okay.
left, man. Golly.
Dang.
Yeah, he stopped. But look, his YouTube channel is going to make him a millionaire many times over just by being there, right? He gets so many
Yeah.
views. Next one's called Biggest Lesson. What do you think is the biggest lesson you've learned directly from music?
That if you're faking it in any kind of way, people can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
People
And
can tell if it's not authentic and if your heart's not in it. And
that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, for sure. Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
not real, then people will snatch onto that, and
Yep.
that's how you lose viewers, listeners, fans, whatever.
Or you're not
all
being
right.
honest to yourself either.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next one's called Moment of Gravity. I always struggle to ask this one. I should probably write it down when I find it, but basically every one of us, like wherever we end up, for you, you're full-time musician and artist and all that, so that's kind of where you are. But can you kind of draw your path back to a singular moment or event or person that kind of led you to where you are now?
I can actually. There was a guy in Alabama who was in a band a long time ago called Telluride, and his name is Rick Carter. And I did Rick Carter's open mic one time, and I was so nervous. It's the first time I'd like really kind of sang in public, and I had my phone out reading the lyrics to "I'd Rather Go Blind" by Etta James. And he walked up to me and he said, "You can sing pretty good, but lose the effing phone." And it made me want to take it seriously. It made me want to prove to him something because I'd heard about him my whole life. And he ended up being the person that married me and my husband. So,
Wow,
and
that's
he'll,
badass.
yeah, and he'll message me and tell me how proud he is of me, and has gotten me to open for his, reunions, and is a dear friend now. And that is kind of the moment. That and playing on stage with Black Jacket Symphony, which was like a tribute Fleetwood Mac
So it was
cover
almost
thing.
like a dare.
Yeah, it was like I was
Yeah,
like, okay, watch this. I'll get better.
yeah, yeah.
I'll lose the phone.
There's this. See, there's the attitude again, right? Like it's
Yeah.
just like it's like a challenge. Like you don't challenge somebody like Taylor Hunnicutt. Like
No, don't tell me I can't do it. People have
exactly.
learned.
Yeah. No, it's so true, and I love the attitude. That's what makes you you. I love that so much. I got two more. First one's called Grateful. What are the three things you are most grateful for?
um, my husband, first and foremost, he is the only reason I get to do any of this because he handles all the tough stuff, and I just show up and sing. And I'm very grateful for my family, and I'm very grateful. This is going to sound very hippie woo woo crunchy, but I'm very grateful for the universe and for my guiding lights and my angels and my spirit guides. I feel like um, and God, the universe, I feel like it's all one big thing,
Yeah,
but I am very grateful for my spirituality and what I have, whatever it may be labeled as. I don't know. It's kind of this own thing I've made up in my head, but I am very grateful for my guardian angels because I know there's plenty of times that I shouldn't have made it and they've helped me.
yeah,
So,
yeah. There's always the proof of that, right? Something greater than yourself.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get it. Last one's called "Who Do You Think You Are?" Who is Taylor Hunnicutt?
Alabama shit.
Simple, right?
Redneck from Demopolis just chugging along.